Alright, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Dungeon of Desire. It's pretty much same concept as Timegate Tales of the Saddle Tramps. It's about three bimbos, all of them white, um, that travel through time. The only difference between this one and Timegate is that there are three bimbos instead of two bimbos. Um, they use a chastity belt instead of a mirror to go back through time. Instead of being transported 120 or 115 years in the past, in this one they get transported 500 years in the past, or no, 600 years in the past, even farther back. So this is the Middle Ages instead of the Wild West. Um, those are the three main differences. Another difference is that Michelle Bauer isn't in this one. She was in Timegate. So the white babes aren't that good looking, in my opinion. I much rather see an older post-pregnancy Michelle Bauer than these girls, but yeah, they cover up their pelvis area. So again, it's kind of like it's kind of like a Japanese pink flick from the 70s, or a Roman porno from the 70s in Japan. You don't really get to see much, and I guess that's to get the R rating rather than the dreaded X or NC-17 rating. Well, I guess around this time, 1999, they were using NC-17, so there was no X rating. But getting to the story, like I say, they use a magic chastity belt to transport themselves 600 years in the past, and they're like models taking pictures for a magazine called what is it called? Playpen. So instead of penthouse, they use the word playpen for this magazine in LA. There's a Larry Flint dude in LA who's like calling him on the phone, and they're just kind of rolling their eyes. They don't like this guy. The three bimbos who are taking pictures at this place. Kind of looks like an old style castle a little bit. It's got the drawbridge. I don't really see a moat there, but there is a drawbridge, and it's kind of stone face. So it kind of looks like a castle. It just looks like a place that you would see in Atherton, really large mansion with a stone facing and a drawbridge. So they go inside this place and they start taking lesbian food pictures, I guess. Right next to the front door. Then they go downstairs and they find this magic chastity belt. They turn the key and they get transported 600 years in the past. And first person they see is a wizard who's 500 years old. He can do magic spells and do weird potions, like he can make people invisible. He was the one who really invented the chastity belt in the first place. And anyway, he gets a hold of one of the bimbos, Sony Discman, and he calls it the music box. He says he really he says Zeppelin rocks, and he really digs the guy named Floyd Pink. So that was kind of funny. There's a lot of funny lines like that, but the acting is atrocious. That's why I gave it 5 stars. It's one of those so bad that it's good movies. Even though it doesn't have Michelle Bauer, I still enjoyed it. It still had the feel like Time Gate. For instance, you see that lesbian food scene within the first 5 minutes, so you know right off the bat what kind of movie this is, and that's cool. I'm gonna watch Familien 2 next, so we'll see if that one's similar, or if they get transported forward in time instead of backwards. I'm not sure, but these are kind of a rip-off on Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Back to the Future, those kind of flicks. Only instead of dudes, they use bimbos in this one. So getting back to the story, there's an evil queen bitch who locks up the princess and the nephew, the 2 lovers. She even gets the wizard to force the princess to wear that chastity belt, and so I guess one of the bimbos teases the guard to and then the bimbo's kitchen lover dude, not sure what his role is. I guess he's the captain. He hits the guard over the head with a pail, and they steal the keys. They escape. They free the wizard who's chained up, and he makes them invisible for like, I don't know, 5 minutes, and they steal the key to the chastity belt. They free the princess, and they steal the queen's diary, which reveals that she's not a real queen. I guess she abducted the real queen, and she was just like a kitchen handmaid or kitchen slave or whatever. And so one of the bimbos says, "You mean to me she's only a waitress? Give me that sword." There's a lot of great lines like that. So yeah, I wish I could have written them down for you, but those are a couple great lines. Well, I'll give you a few. The Led Zeppelin line, the Floyd Pink line, and then the sword line. Those are all funny lines, and so yeah, I enjoyed this movie. I gave it 5 stars. I'm not going to spoil the ending, but you can pretty much guess what happens after that. So yeah, that's about it. I don't have anything else to say about this movie. So I'm going to watch Familien 2 now, and that's going to be my next movie review. Laters, everybody.